Rice, meat, kimchi. You
What?
got that hunger.
What?
Ready to reach me. Need is like eat me. So start layering. Rice, meat, kimchi. All you gotta do is wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
You're getting slow. You're getting slow.
I'm distracted by the loud
You
dog.
are so distracted. You used to
So-
be on it, kid.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Angela the Comic Live. I'm your host, Angela the Comic, and this is
Mike Lowe of Mike Lowe Productions. Go follow my shit.
Engineer Extraordinaire.
I do things.
You do things. You do things. Okay, so
I do
we
things.
start every show by talking about what we're watching on on whatever we're watching, and it's usually, for me, it's Netflix. You guys, have you guys watched Jailbirds?
Birds of Jail.
Birds of Jailbirds. Oh my God. Mike, can I tell you?
I haven't seen it.
Let me see. He hasn't seen it. Let me tell you guys.
I saw a piece.
I feel like I might kind of
went to
spoil it for
lunch.
people, but it's not really crazy. It's not
Well,
it's
it's been out for a while. So
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
You've seen it or you haven't?
yeah.
Right now we're about to tell you.
So it's about the prisoners in Sacramento County Jail in California. And the thing is, one floor is all females, but the rest of it is males, right? They don't commingle at all.
Obviously,
guys,
for obvious reasons.
You guys, the plumbing that they created in this prison flows through one tunnel in the building. So they actually talk to each other through the toilets.
Nice.
You know how they do it? They actually get
That's exotic.
all the water out of the toilet bowl with a cup, right? All of the water, they take it out, get it empty. Then they put some sort of contraption, whether it's like a bunch of cups that are all together, right? And they stick it in the toilet and they talk to each other.
Nice.
Or if it's like a toilet paper roll, the inside part of the roll, and they make a long thing and they talk to each other. And they
Nice.
have full-blown relationships through the toilet.
Nice.
Through the toilet.
So they're talking shit. You talking shit, bruh? No, I'm just talking to the toilet.
Oh my God. They have full-blown relationships. And they actually pass stuff to each other in between the floors. How they do it is that they put... Oh my God, I'm so invested in this
Very
show.
into it. You seem very into it.
Very into it. My face is...
Thankfully, I
white as
don't
shit.
know.
Ugh.
You're very white because of this
Very
light.
white.
Maybe lean back a little bit.
back.
Touch
That's
the
your
screen.
department. So let me tell you how they
Yeah.
send stuff to each other.
Right.
They send stuff to each other. And what they do is they get strips of their white shirt. They make it into strips, tie it all together like a string. Then they put 5 spoons, plastic spoons on them, and then they bend them. And then what they do is they flush it together. They get tangled, and then one of them pulls it up. And that's how they send each other like love letters and like whatever else in a plastic bag. Freaking crazy.
I love you,
Crazy.
boo.
They
I
call
sent
it
you something through the toilet.
my love letters.
I hope you got that.
Love letters. Are you watching anything, Mike?
I'm watching Hype.
Oh, the Hype.
No,
a good show.
it's just Hype. No, the Hype?
I thought it was the Hype.
Could be the Hype. It is. So basically with that, they're doing fashion. Young kids going into a game where you design certain things and you got to be the best streetwear designer. And so far I'm like on episode 3. Kind of cool because we're starting to get into clothes at the moment. I made this shirt right here. So this is the basics, you just put something on a shirt. But at some point, maybe we could sew something. You're very white with this light. Killing me.
The thing about the show is one of the judges is Offset from the Migos. And
From the Migos?
From the Migos.
The whitest way you could say that. It's Offset from the Migos.
Dude.
Anyways,
Dude.
continue.
He says everything that I'm thinking.
Who?
Offset? Yeah. He's like, oh, I don't like this pocket, or I don't like this or that or whatever. It's like exactly what I'm thinking.
You're the guy. You're the fashion sense you got. Or maybe both of you don't.
I love it. I love him being on TV. Offset. It's freaking dope. I am very white, if you could.
Yeah, let me try.
Look. It worked. It worked, bitch. It worked. I love it. You know what? We're going to bring Danni Banco in soon, you guys. Pay attention. This kid. Straight into the hole. Hold on 1 second. Thank you so much. We're just going to wait for a few more people to come in. My brother. Oh, man. So many people have reposted to tune into this interview.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
My boy's got bank. He's got a lot of pull. Know what I mean?
All right. So
I fucks with it.
let's bring him in.
Bring him on.
You guys
in.
ready for the guest tonight?
Our guest of honor.
Someone's like, we've been ready.
What's his name again?
His name is
I love kimchi.
Danni Banco. He is a Mexican rapper and CEO of DaBank Entertainment.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
Let's bring him in.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
Oh.
Boom.
I love
Did it.
kimchi.
He's going to come in.
Hey.
Yo!
What's going on?
What's up, big dog?
What's up, Danny?
Chilling.
Oh, man. Everyone, can you introduce yourself one more time? Not that you have to be honest. Everybody's in. You're like, we ready. We ready for the
hey,
Banco.
man, that's all love, man. I gotta appreciate every single one of them. But yeah,
Right?
Banco, for the ones who don't know me, I'm Banco from the north side. And for sure, as you can see, it got a lot of people in here, a lot of love. So that's what we like to do. That's what we like to be about.
Yeah, thank you
Hell yeah.
so much for being on the show. You know, we did a pre-interview yesterday, and
We
Danny
did.
was, and then Danny was like, I get a lot of requests, but, Mike's my boy, and,
Hey.
I like what you guys doing, so, I'm down. I was like, yo, thank you for being on the show.
No, I had to. Like I mentioned on the phone, I had told her, like, man, I had walked into Guitar Center, and bro, he helped me build the studio I'm in right now, and
That's what's up.
He definitely helped me a lot, so I had to get back to him. I really do appreciate it.
Fantastic. And he's so busy right now. You got the whole family set up with everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
man.
can get a little hectic, but we manage it. We can't complain.
So we are so excited to get to know you more. And the first question is, where are you from? I was born here in Georgia, Gwinnett County to be exact. I was born in Gwinnett Medical Center. What hospital? No, I was kidding.
Well, at the time it was Gwinnett Medical Center. I think it's Northside now. I think they changed the name. I was born in Gwinnett Medical Center, but my family is Mexican. So the funny thing is that actually when I was born, I was born here, but as a child, my parents weren't legal, so they took me to Mexico. They took me back to Mexico. So I was there till I was like maybe 3 years old. A lot of people don't know this. I was there till like 3 years old.
Okay.
And when we came back, we had to come back illegally. My mom, my dad, and my older brother, and myself. She was pregnant with my younger brother at the time.
Oh,
We had to
damn.
come back. So at that time, I'm a citizen, and my dad already had his paperwork. I'll correct, but we weren't gonna let my mom pregnant walk through the whole situation with my brother. So I actually crossed illegally back into the United States. Fun fact.
Hell yeah.
Wait, hold up. Do we need to disconnect right now? Like someone
Stop.
stop. Yo.
No, because we good. Because everyone's good now.
We gotta start a hashtag. Hi, Banco.
Follow for sure. My boy G, what's going on, man? Well, everybody, yeah, for sure. And that's what a lot of people don't know, that I came in illegally, and they would ask me, why didn't your dad and you just crossed and meet your parents? Were like, well, at that time, we stick together. My dad's not gonna let my mom do the whole process by herself. And I actually grew up thinking it was a dream. So I used to tell like my parents, like, Mom, I keep having this dream where we're crossing the river and I see this and the police and all this crazy stuff. And she's like,
damn.
Looked at me, she's like, you remember that? I'm like, what you mean I remember that? She's like, that really happened just like that. I'm like, I guess it was just so shocking. So at 3 years old, that I remember like it was yesterday.
Wow.
Dang, someone wrote Pinche Coyote, a.k.a. Banco.
No, for real, like that's crazy. So that's why I just take so much more love and appreciation to my people, because I went through that situation. So
Right.
Nice.
it's different.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you went home
Mike's
for,
Mexican. He has experience about stuff like that too. We'll keep it there.
Yeah,
We'll keep
I've
it
been
there.
I like
here.
their food.
Love their food.
I've been
Love
here.
Mexican
I
food.
visited grandma while I was out there, Mom Dukes, but no, I didn't live there. I'm sure it's a whole nother experience.
Speaking of Mexican food,
So you got your roots, not to
Yeah,
cut
for
you
sure.
off.
yeah.
For that first 3 years, you were
Yeah.
soaking in the culture. So
Yeah, it was. And then after that, once they got the papers, we went to Mexico twice a year for sure. So
that's what's
speak
up.
it,
Yeah,
write it fluently. So, that definitely very, gotta always know where you're from and appreciate it.
of
Damn.
course.
Bro,
of course.
talking about Mexican food.
Mhm.
I'm not Mexican, right? Mike is Mexican, my husband, right?
How you doing?
I'm
Where you
half
from?
Korean, half white.
Half Korean,
Half
half
Korean,
white.
half white. Right.
Okay.
Why you guys put lime on everything? You put lime on beef, chicken, pork, water, limon.
That's the flavor. That's the flavor.
Nah. Let me finish. One time, me and Mike were getting hot and heavy. He's like, oh, hold on 1 second, right? He goes into the kitchen, gets half a lime. He's like, all right, I'm ready now. And that shit stunk so bad.
Oh man, why she doing you like that, Mike?
No, and I wasn't gonna stop him, so I got some tahini, and I was like, "Yo, do that shit." No,
She's like, "Fuck, if you're gonna do it all the way.
Do it right."
That's true. You gotta do the full corn on that.
He need to go to the booty club with us, and he needs to do that over there.
With the lime.
Mike's new song boy, the first one to put lime and tahini on someone's booty.
Nice. It's the flavor, just like you said.
The flavor.
The
dogs
dude
are
next
into
to
it.
you
Might be a little
doing
salty, but it's all good.
Oh my god, the dude next to you doing a line, and I'm like, what's he doing? Like,
Right? Nah, for
that's
sure.
too funny. So then, when did you? Wow, that's amazing that your family came over like that. That's incredible. Like, people don't understand that. Like, people come over here and they build this whole life over here, and it's based on that foundation of gratitude.
Yeah, it is,
It's so difficult.
And I guess it was so dope for me because even after that, like the next memory I could go as far back is like when we got here to Texas, and like I remember being with my cousins at the time, and just to pass the time, because we were all kind of just staying in the living room by ourselves. Like what we would do would like just play around, sing songs together. So it's like we kind of would always in tune with the music, and then it just kind of carried on with us, I guess.
Evolved there. Yo, tell me why Koreans say the same stories too. They'd be like, yo, I came over here with only $500 in my pocket. And then the next time they tell the same story, it goes down. Yo, I came over here with only $200 in my pocket. And it's like, I came over here with 50 cents. It's like 50 cents, uncle.
Well, I ain't have no money in my pocket. I was fucking 3 years old. I ain't had no money in my pocket. So at the end of the day, my parents did what they got to do to bless us, and you gotta be careful for that. They do all this for us, and it's up to us what we do with it. You know what I mean? We could either come here, do this, and go down this path, or make something better at the end of the day. Because we do everything we do. At least in my situation, I do everything I can to pay them back for everything that they give.
Awesome.
As you should. Like definitely sacrifice.
As you should, but not a lot of people do. That's
Yeah. Were you always surrounded by music? I know I introduced you as a Mexican rapper, but you're into so many different things now. I mean, you just grew up in the music and you started rapping?
Well, I've always liked music. Like even like when we were a kid, I remember we'd get after school. Like me and my younger brother, we'd like be bored after elementary school, and we'd just like get on the bed and jump and start performing whatever music was at that time. And I kind of just always had a thing for music. My parents loved music. They were into the whole. I grew up with a lot of Mexican music a lot. So my first music I ever liked was like at that time would be like Duranguense and like corridos and like stuff like that. And I love dancing. I used to be the youngest little kid in Mexico, trying to dance with all the girls and stuff. And I was always a thing. My parents are big music fans, so that was the vibe in the mornings. You wake up, mom's cleaning the house, cooking, but there's music. You know what I mean? And growing up with it, I just always liked it, and I would envision myself performing like if I was this artist, and it just kept growing from there.
Dang, it's a nervous day. It's a day when you got to be nervous if there's no music.
My boy Looney just said virtual DJ, because that's one thing we used to do. We used to like mess around, be in our room, and there was this app at the time. It was called Virtual DJ. What we would do is we'd get LimeWire. I know y'all remember LimeWire.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
We'd get LimeWire. Do not have sexual relations with that woman. You know what I mean? Now every song. But we would get LimeWire and we'd kind of DJ. I actually would just DJ from virtual DJ and like at house parties and pick up the vibes and it just kind of just stuck. And once it started becoming a real thing, we kind of just started. Eventually, we took it serious, but it just started off as a fun thing.
How did you start getting into rapping though? Is it because the hip hop creeped in?
I mean, yeah, I guess because I was always into hip hop, you know, and
Right.
I would always want to like freestyle because I grew up listening to like I would like when Lil Wayne would do like the his albums where he would just rap over people's beats and like a bunch of crazy stuff, and
Yeah.
I just started like trying to freestyle, so I would just be freestyling by myself and just kind of trying to learn how to rhyme, and like it was just like a natural thing. I didn't really think too much of it. So I'm not gonna lie to you, oh my god, I planned it. No, it was just, I would just say whatever came to my head, and me and my boy Alonzo, we actually started freestyling like at kickbacks. We'd have kickbacks. We were in high school, have kickbacks, and you know we just both eventually grew up, and he freestyled, I freestyled, and we would just start doing it for fun, you know, doing little stuff here and there, and in the zone, and people would play random beats and like, oh, y'all should freestyle, and we would just start freestyling. And eventually, we did it so often that I remember one day my boy Jeff, at the time he had a studio on GarageBand with some small monitors with a little scar, nothing crazy. You know, Mike saying yeah because he knows what I'm talking about. It's nothing crazy.
The basics. It's the basics.
The basics of the basics.
Just
enough to get on there and then like a little booty mic. And he came up to us one day. He's like, hey bro, like, have you ever thought of making a real song? I'm like, nah, bro, this is just fun. He's like, hey, you should get in the studio, man. Come on, I'll record y'all. And then we kind of just one day we're like, yeah, we're gonna get to it. So like months would pass by, we just never took it serious. And you know, I was just like, it's whatever. And one day he finally convinced us. We went to his studio, and we recorded a few songs. You know, we tried to record a song, and I remember we took the studio to my boy's house, and man, it took us like an hour to make like 3 bars. Like it was not. It's like if we got stage fright, it was a whole different vibe being in the studio from freestyling just for fun. And then from there we just started getting comfortable. And I guess I could say everyone around us kind of really pushed us to it. They would tell us that we should make music. All my friends, a lot of them that are in here, they were part of that. They told us, hey, you should do this. Y'all should take it serious. Y'all should take it serious. And that's kind of where it just led up to. We just finally took it serious, and eventually it became what it became. You know.
But was your family supportive of it?
At first, my family wasn't really it wasn't really a thing or not. It was just what I would do at night. I'd leave, you know, just do it on my own. It was never a big thing because I didn't really know what I was going with it. You know, I just know I was doing it for fun. My wife was actually pregnant with my daughter, so it was kind of like tough leaving at night and doing this because she wanted me to be with her. So it was more so like, I guess I knew I wanted to do it, but it was kind of, I still knew I was trying to be with my family. So eventually, when I would come home late, talking about 3, 4 in the morning. And they'll be like, look, babe, look what I made. And I show her. And then she'd be like, oh, that's actually good. Okay, cool. And then eventually she started growing into it. She's like, whoa, you guys are actually not bad. And one of my really, really good friends of mine, he was like my right hand, my brother, God rest his soul, his name was Gusto. At the time, he was like, bro, we got to do the music stuff. Y'all finna take off. Y'all got to do the music stuff. And I was like, you think so, bro? He's like, yeah, let's do it. And unfortunately, you know, he passed away. And that kind of, I guess you could say that kind of fueled it even more. It fueled it a lot. You know, it was a very tough time for me. So I kind of used that to like vent. So there's actually a lot of songs that I made in the beginning that I never released nothing raw because it was just me venting to myself, you could say. It was like a diary. It was like a diary for me. So I would just
it's like therapy.
Talk what I was feeling. It was my therapy.
Yeah.
So from there, and I would just kind of just go based off that. And then my family, once I started making like real songs, like it kind of like got a little bit different when I say, man, everything don't gotta just be freestyle. Like maybe if I start putting some purpose behind this, we can go back. You know, and now, you know, I can't complain. You know, God is great. So now my family is 100%, 150% supportive. My mom loves it. My family in Mexico asked about my music. So it's real dope because I can't deny that I have a very good support system because of that.
That's fantastic.
And that's how we all kind of start. We freestyle and then we just start to evolve. Because I used to rap too. That's how Angela started hitting me up. You know?
I was a groupie. I was like, oh my God.
Crazy,
oh my God, I need him to put some tahini and limon on my booty. That's what it was.
She asked for it.
He looked like
I know she did. She looked like she looked like
he's so stupid.
It's different.
I think there's a tahini bottle right there behind that speaker, if I'm not mistaken.
It's around.
Hilarious. I'm dead.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna ask, what was your very first single that was like completely done? You put it out there, and you were like, oh, and what was it about? What was the title, and what was it about? You don't forget your first single that you put out on. And how did you put it out? Did you put it out?
SoundCloud. It was SoundCloud. And it was just nothing. Like honestly, it was nothing. It was just like. It was actually on my brother's anniversary of him passing away or his birthday. I'm not sure, one of the two. And I had made a song where I kind of like vented about him, you know, just speaking about my times with him. And And that day I'm not gonna lie, I was a little drunk, and I was like, you know what, this song was touching me, so I just dropped it. Like I didn't even promote it, I just dropped it, and it's still on SoundCloud right now. Probably got like not even 1,000 views. Like,
what's the title?
I don't even know. I gotta go back and look at it.
We're gonna find it.
Send me the link. Look up DaBank.
I'm gonna have to. It was me and my boy Alonzo, and we dropped it just randomly, and then it got a couple little views, and put it on Snapchat. People liked it, and then from there they asked for more stuff, and then our first video we did was with Alonzo. It's called Uptown. Y'all can check it out on YouTube. DaBank Records on YouTube. It got it's not crazy, but it got like maybe 10,000, 11,000 views on it right now.
Nice.
And that was very light promotion, but it's been a lot of love, man. I can't complain. You know, I do get a lot of love, especially from. I haven't even got to read none of these comments, but it's a lot of people in here, just people that because of them that they kind of fuel me. You know, they make it seem like, yeah, we can do this for real. You know, as a one. You know, it doesn't gotta be just me. Because now, you know, even I know y'all see it, DaBank Entertainment.
Hey.
I was
even
gonna
then,
ask
like this is at this point now, it's way beyond me for sure. This is bigger than me.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Got the merch on deck.
Oh,
yeah, it's a prototype. They're gonna come in this or something to test some waters, but yeah, definitely gonna have some merch real soon.
That's what's up.
Fantastic. Yeah. And then you were talking about the actual. Well, how did you move from rapper to CEO of DaBank Entertainment? Because that's a whole different hat to wear. It's one thing to just be an artist and be in your art, and it's another to be strategic and have to make these moves. What do you think about that?
I guess myself, I kind of always been like that. Growing up, I always had like I guess you always knew that I had to get some money, because growing up with my parents, I started off when I was like 14. I started cutting hair because I'm a barber, so I started cutting hair, and that's
God damn, you doing it all, big dog.
Yeah.
When do you sleep?
I need a lineup. I'm about to pull up.
I got you. I'm gonna line up your beard. I'm gonna fix that beard of yours.
Oh, my shit's fucked up. My shit's fucked up.
Called you out.
Actually, Angela,
Mike's like,
she won't let me. She won't let me grow a beard. So this is like 2 days of just rebelling against that.
It's because the tahini gonna get stuck in there. You know, let me dodge it up.
It's too spicy.
It's a joke that keeps giving.
But yeah, like that's how it was. I just kind of started cutting some hair, and I'm not gonna lie, we kind of we do our other little side stuff, and it just, I don't know, I was just like 14. I didn't want my parents paying for my stuff. Just like watching them, like like people would tell me, damn, I can't believe you really have to work. Like your parents are gonna charge you for bills, and it's like, I guess growing up Hispanic, you learn that my dad's been working since he was 10 years old. He was working in Mexico to provide, so that kind of. He would influence on that and try to put that in
work
us.
ethic.
And, yeah, you gotta have a work ethic. You gotta be, you gotta be your own. At least be able to sustain yourself. You ain't gotta do too much crazy, but be able to maintain yourself. And that kind of just stuck with me and my older brother, and we just started cutting hair together with my boy Looney, and we just, I guess it just stuck with me. I always just had to get it by myself, and I would like to have a little bit of change in my pocket, and then from there moving on to the music stuff, it kind of stuck to me. Like, you know what? Like, how can I make this move up? Like, I don't want to be just an artist. Like, I want to be able to have a platform. I want to have a brand. I want to build. I want to be able to bring something to the table than just myself. And that was actually one of the goals that that's one of the conversations I hold heavy to myself. Is I remember I was in my SUV. I had a Lincoln Navigator at the time. I still got it, but at that time that was the only car I had, and I was with my boy Gusto. You're gonna hear me speak about him a lot, but my boy Gusto, we were sitting down, and we were kind of like, at that time, my younger brother and like a lot of my younger, my little younger homies, they were caught up in a lot of stuff in the streets. It was a lot of stuff in the streets going on, and we didn't come up on a very good neighborhoods and stuff at that time. There was a lot of gang activity, so we kind of grew up around that. So I guess you could kind of say it rubbed off on us, and we were around that, and and we were like, hey man, we got to do something to help the little young ones get out of the streets. Like, we got to help them get some real money. Like, what can we do? So that's kind of like, we had these plans of doing this, of starting a business. I had started a detail company, like just so much stuff where I can just give someone a job. Like, it was just, I wanted to give people jobs. And, you wanted
to build your community. You have that entrepreneurial spirit, I could tell.
Yeah, I wanted to put all the young ones around me, because, like I said, I was watching them go to jail and do some fucked up ass shit, and I was like, and it was just like, that's not what I wanted, because we already went through that. So at that point, I feel like it was like, they don't need to, nor do I want them to have to go through shit that we already went through. Like they say, sometimes you can learn from your mistakes, but you can be wiser if you learn from someone else's mistakes.
Yeah, so I'm just talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I'm looking at it in that perspective, and then after he passed away is when I just, like I said, I just took it to another level. It was all like, you know what, I need to put a real name behind it, LLC, and one day randomly I call my boy, because I was doing something. It kind of sounds messed up. It sounds bad, but I was basically like I guess like a loan shark at the time, type of thing. You know,
Businessman. You were a businessman.
yeah, so people would
Businessman.
come to me asking me for a certain amount of funds and
Business.
collaterals, and I
Asking
would
you
help
for
people
business.
with a small price on top of it, nothing too crazy. So I did that
Right.
for the longest. So then one day, like, man, I need to put a name behind it. So that's when I came up with the name DaBank. At that
Yeah.
moment, I was what I was doing for a lot of individuals. You know, I was helping
Nice.
out people who were in need and giving them money. And basically, I was doing loans on my own with people. And I just one day, like, hey, DaBank Records. I just call my boy, hey, what you think about this? He's like, yo, that's perfect because it fits you. So like a lot of people don't know that's how the name came up. Like, I don't really tell people.
Nice.
What?
You know what? Loan shark sounds so
Exclusive.
bad.
Dropping
Like
jewels right here, big
Right
up.
now. Dang.
Hey.
but that's kind of what it was, and then that's how I came up with the name DaBank Records, because that's what we were doing. And from there, just I stamped it, sealed it, and got it done. And
What do you, and under DaBank Entertainment, what do you guys do? Just music, or you do film? You do, what are you guys,
well,
and how many artists do you have under you?
well, you see, right now,
with
the
you?
Bank Entertainment is actually fairly new. It's but I want to say like maybe 3 months old that I've changed it to the Bank Entertainment. Because
Right.
the Bank Records is still the Bank Records, but that's because when we were just focused on music, I was just solely focused on music, and then I kind of certain stuff happened, and it just kind of made me like, you know what, we need to be like, how can I make this be where I don't have to deal with so many people and other people's schedules and having to be turned down because people are too busy. Like, I want to be able to do what I want at any time. So how can I do this? So it just turned to, you know what, let me buy the videos, let me buy the cameras, let me buy everything we need, the studio equipment. Like, I need to be a one-stop shop so we can just have it at our hands at all times. And that's kind of how I recently became with the Bank Entertainment, because I'm like, you know what, one day I'm literally praying to my boy. And I'm like, man, look, man, this is bigger than the records now. It's like, it's entertainment, because I don't want it to be just stuck to music. Like, I want to be able to do it all.
Like a production company, a whole production media company.
Nice.
It's big, you know. It's that's what I'm trying to build. You know, it's definitely every day is a different hustle. Every day is a different blessing. But that's the ultimate goal. Is like definitely to build a company, a enterprise where it's just we can provide it all for you guys, and it's not really about the money. A lot of people kind of burn bridges because everybody wants to chase the dollar, which I ain't got no problem with. You know, at one point I'm chasing the dollar, but it's better. It's kind of easier when you actually like it. You got a real passion for it. You got a real purpose behind it. You know, I'm not just chasing the dollar. So I'm like genuinely want to see not just myself. I want to see my brother and his brother and his family and his mama and his dad. I want to see all these people do great. So I want to do something that's gonna be, like I said, is bigger than just myself. Nice. But at the end of the day, someone's got to do it. So I don't mind taking the hard falls first and taking them first hits first. But at the end of the day, it's something that I definitely do it for everyone around us. You know, you
gotta build the foundation. You can't.
We dug it up. We went from the dirt. We concreted it, and then, like I said, we paved the way so you can drive your car on it.
What's your vision then for DaBank Entertainment? Let's say 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now. What are your goals for DaBank Entertainment?
I guess not a goal. Like, to be honest with you, I like to speak stuff in existence. So, and with even the next 5 years, like my ultimate goal is to be to where we're financially stable. You know, financial freedom is what I like. Like I said, I don't chase the dollar. You know, I like to make the money work for myself, but I definitely want financial freedom. So to just relieve a lot of stress. You know, growing up, I see my parents stress. I see other people's situations, and a lot of people that know me that knows that, like, I'm the kind that I'll sometimes carry other people's burdens and issues. So I'll be around somebody and I'll hear the situation, and it'll make me want to damn near go broke, giving everybody everything I have, just because
you're a problem solver.
Yeah.
I just hate. I don't like to see people go through it, because I've been through so much fucked up shit that it's like I don't wish that upon no one. Like I don't. At one point I didn't believe in depression, and then at one point I'm depressed, going through some real fucked up situations, dealing with going to jail and losing people around me, and it was just like, and seeing people do like backstab and stuff, and it just kind of threw me all off. So I'm like, I would hate for someone, like, this is how it feels. I would hate for anyone of my loved ones to ever feel like this, you know? But that's kind of what I like, you know what, nah, we gotta go hard. We gotta go crazy, and just like I said, do it with the right intentions. At the end of the day, you know, I don't feel like I ever gotta prove myself to anyone. Like, I feel like everything that's happened is happened. I don't regret nothing. I do it all over again for sure. You know, but, you know, I definitely want to show everyone that it's not just about one person. You know, everything's as a team. We move better in a big units. You know, it's power.
Nice.
Right. There's power in numbers.
Definitely a man of the people, which is pretty dope.
Can you tell us what artists you are working with under that entertainment company, DaBank Entertainment?
Right now, it's like really everyone that's around or in the company has been all 100% love. You know, even like at first, my boy Alonzo was one, like I said, the first one that I started freestyling with. he came on this just because out of love, because he believed in it, you know.
Right,
And
to
then,
support it.
just to support it, and you know, and technically, if you know about the music, you know, when you go to labels, you gotta you know, you get signed, they give you something, you contracts and all this stuff, you know, it's business. With me, I have my boy Medusa, and I have my boy Alonzo and my boy Goes. They were the kind of ones that first started really messing with me, and I never put them on contracts for the simple fact that I wanted them to know that this ain't about no money. This ain't about me trying to get nothing off you. I want you to know that this is real genuine. Like, I want you to know that this is bigger than any dollar. I can't put a price on this. That's how high I was thinking of this, because that's how hard my boy Gusto thought about this.
Right.
You know? And then and then my boy, and then I had another friend. His name is Jay. God rest his soul. He passed away, and he's the one really helped me and pushed me with the Bank record, because he was like, yo, I remember one day he sat in my kitchen with me, and he's like, bro, you know, you might just be the one to just kind of help everyone out. Like, you can put people together. You know what I mean? And then, like, it's crazy because I'm hearing someone else's perspective, and the way they're looking about me, you know, like, it's making me feel like happy, you know, like, damn, someone really thinks like that about me. Like, someone sees that in me, and at that
Believes
time,
in you.
I'm trying to like battle it. Like, man, should I keep doing this? Like, man, this is gonna go crazy or not? And he was like, bro, you can't stop. We gotta go. We gotta do it. Like, you got that. You got it, man. You could do it. And I was like, all right, cool. So it's kind of, you know, that pushed it a lot. And that's why, like, yeah, you know what? I would get like shit from other people that are in, like, that I know they're kind of in the industry. They're like, hey, bro, you got to put them on contract, because if they take off, they're gonna leave you behind. They're gonna forget about you. Right. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, man, look, I'm about mine. You know, I'm God's child. I got my own plans. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do it regardless with or with anyone else. So if anyone wants to do something like that to me, hey, I feel like it's gonna be more their loss than mine, because at the end of the day, I could bring the same thing they bring to the table. So I'd rather have someone who's generally going to be invested in us and see the same goal, rather to be here because it benefits anyone. You know what I mean?
That's a great attitude.
Nice.
That is a great attitude to have when you have a company, because it's either, because you know what, the weak ones will weed themselves out.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Especially when you have, you know, this foundation for people to grow on. You know, either it's together or you're going to weed yourself out, and then they're going to realize, look, it's just all about bigger sharks out there.
Even right now, like,
bigger fish.
Like,
bigger sharks. No, you get eaten up.
Shark, more
Obviously,
sharks.
Danny is a very genuine person.
I will
You'd rather
say this.
be with Danny than...
I'm loving the energy. I feel like I should go work out after this.
Gonna run 10 miles.
I'm so motivated right now. I don't know what to do with myself, but...
He's motivated. Dope. You're inspiring us, Danny.
And I know you said earlier you wouldn't take it all back. You do it all again.
Yeah,
and I think that's important, because it kind of makes you the person you are now.
Yeah.
How you're willing to help people, put them in the right position, because you know you were in the position at one point where you needed that, and maybe someone didn't do it for you. So now you're like, cool, let me play that part now.
And it's funny to say that, because like that's kind of how I thought about it. Like, man, like no one, like, I was always a giver. I've always been the giver. You know, I enjoy giving. Like, I really do. I enjoy helping people out. But at one point, it was like, dang, like, I wish I would have had a big homie. Like, I wish I would have had an OC or someone in a position and told me, hey, little bro, like, don't do it like this, do it like that. So I kind of had to do other fuck ups, you know, and like kind of had to learn a lot of shit the hard way. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could use that. I already got that experience. So now I could only give anyone around me my knowledge from my experience, my opinion. You know, you can take it or not. That's upon you what you do with it. But I definitely just rather, hey, if I get any opportunity I get to help anyone gain anything off a conversation with me, I'm gonna take it. You know, I'm gonna take it, because like I said, I ain't have that. So, you know, I kind of always been the one trying to figure shit out. And now I'm blessed to be in the position where I'm still building. I'm not famous. I'm not doing nothing crazy, but I definitely am thankful for even the 2, 3, 4, 5 people that may just genuinely fuck with me, you know.
Man,
it's not 2, 3 people.
Love in this chat
so
right
much,
here.
not just here, but like stuff was like pinging, like, oh, shared this story, shared this. I was like, dang, like, let's do it.
You thought your phone was messed up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, those aren't my fans.
No, they definitely they all definitely have a big part in this, and they know it. Like, I don't have to name no names. Everyone in this live is genuine. These are people that I probably interact, because I'm seeing a lot of familiar names. People that I interact on a daily basis, you know, and people that I grew up with, and just people that still show up to this day. You know, a lot of these people have been here for years, so
yeah,
I appreciate it.
So then, can you tell us, Danny, when you're working with all these artists, are they a lot of them coming from the north side of Atlanta? Can you tell us about the talent scene, the music scene of North Side Atlanta? North Atlanta
is big, but it's so small. I'll be honest with you, because it's like a large small community where it's a lot of people know each other, and the North Side has a lot of talent, and that's actually been one of the things that I really focus on, because I mean, you did get the Migos that I guess came out of, you know, represented the north side, you know, but you know, no fair to them. God bless them. They're doing what they think. They're taking care of their families, but there's no one that really made it or something and really came back to the neighborhoods and really gave back to the community and built homes, build businesses, gives jobs, gives opportunities. No one's really done that. So that's always been my goal. Like I said, I wanted to build jobs. I want to give you opportunity, whether it's building a business in this or building a business in photography, salons, and car washes, whatever the case may be, because not everyone's going to do music, but I want to be able to build for everyone. And there's a lot of talent. There's one of my biggest, and I'll be honest with you, one of my biggest I guess I want to say like mentor, but he's like a brother before anything. Is one of my boys' name is Flaco. He does his Spanish music. PKM. Y'all can find him on Instagram as well. His name is Flaco, and he's one of the first ones that really started teaching me about the music stuff. Teaching me.
Yo, everybody knows a Flaco.
I know Flaco.
I want to be Flaco, and everybody knows a Flaco.
I heard that's what you used to call Mike. I think Mike was a Flaco, weren't you?
I was Flaco.
He was
never
days. A Flaco. Fuck out of here.
When I was still in the streets of New York, you know, I was like, "Hey, Flaco."
Right.
He was born like a linebacker.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no, my boy.
I was stout.
He put me on a lot of games. He put me on a lot of games as far as the engineering. Cause that's why I met up with Mike, because I build my own stuff. So I engineer myself now. I don't make beats. I just engineer and I mix and match and all that cool stuff. But yeah, my boy Flaco got something crazy. In all his camp, they got something called Movimiento Atlanta. They're going crazy. There's my boy Medusa's going crazy. My boy Alonzo doing his thing. You got a lot of younger cats like this young one named Razo, this young one named MK. You got a little young one named Logo. You got just so many people. You know that you got my boy Mark Banji going crazy. He does a lot of like trap music. He goes crazy. He's one of my favorite people when it comes to trap music. You have the younger guys like my little boy Jay Guap and Northside Heck, and then they just like so much music, and everyone has their own style. Everyone's doing their own thing. Then you got all the like, especially in the Hispanic scene right now with like the Spanish like reggaeton kind of vibes. My boy Flaco and his whole team, they got that on lock for sure. Like and it's great because at one point like no one's like, you kind of got it segregated. You got the Spanish artists and then you have the English artists, you know. So it's been dope working with Flaco, which is why I have so much love for him, because we're able to like try to figure out how to, you know, mix the two, blend the two. Because it was never really like, it was always the hip hoppers and then the reggaetoneros, you know. But now we found a way to kind of just try to mix it and know that, hey man, look, your fan base can help my fan base and my fan base can help your fan base. Let's keep building. So he has my boy lyricist, my boy Morgan. Morgan is MG the artist.
Nice.
All the people, like they got this one guy, his name's MC Flaco, got a dope ass record with another guy named Hanks. Like they got so much music, like so many names that I could say, like, and I hope I'm not missing any, but there's just so many people that going crazy, you know, and they're all doing their thing and they all represent for what they represent. You got my pan amigo Sonido, then you got the producers, like you got my boy Trap Gandhi going crazy. He's a young cat, he's like 21, 22 years old, and he's from out here too. And you got my boy Gremlin, going dumb. He's from the South Side actually, but he showed so much love to us, man. And I got mad love for him in such a short time, but I got so much love for him. And he's going crazy. And it's just, all that's like so motivating to me, and they don't even know it. Like they looking at me like, hey bro, what's up? Like, you know, they show me so much love and they come to me and we talk and I try to give them advice, but they don't even know how much importance they have for me, because watching them do the songs and them dropping music and their ethic, their work ethic and their brand, how they carry themselves, like, yo bro, like everyone here is a fucking star. They just don't know it yet. Some do, some don't, but they don't fucking know it. Like,
so then how do you develop that? Do you assign people to, okay, this artist wants to work with us. Do we get like this producer and that producer to work with them? Do you split it up, or everybody just works together?
Everybody just meets.
Yeah, honestly, everybody just meets. How does it work out?
At this moment, I feel like if I could compare it to just within the past year, I feel like I've seen just the North Side kind of come together a lot more. As far as everyone networking with each other. Like I said, at one point, it's real spaced out, you know.
Right.
I just even I got my boy his name is Super 8. He's go hard too. I don't want to forget him. He goes so hard too. And like now I feel like within the past year, everyone's been kind of networking so much and seeing that it's possible. You know, it's not just make music for fun. And the way at least myself, I just like working with everyone. You know, I'm the kind of person that even when I'm making music myself, I just like to adapt to whatever.
Collaborate
like,
with other people.
I don't care. At one point I was making fun of, we were talking shit with all my people, like, man, you know what? I don't do hip hop. I don't do R&B. I don't do Spanish music. I got my own genre. I do RNS. And they're like, all right, like, yeah, it's some real nigga shit. That's what I do. Like, I make music all around. Like, you can put me on the Spanish song, you can put me on the whatever song, and I'm gonna find my flow, find my way to adapt to that song. Like, that's always been my taste. I just love music. Cause I'm a music head. You know, I've never been just rap, just hip hop. So I try to like push myself every day. And when I don't know how to do something, I'll ask someone who's doing it. And my boy, and like I said, my boy Fresco is going nuts. I knew I was forgetting somebody. My boy Fresco is going nuts. He's a Spanish artist. I got a dope record with him. He's Mexican, and people don't even think he's Mexican, but he's super, super hard. Fresco's hard.
Nobody thinks Mike's Mexican. They're like, yo.
Honestly, I would not guess he was Mexican.
What part of?
I think I'm Puerto Rican.
No, Italian. My family thinks he's Italian.
Italiano. Hey, I need a favor.
Yeah, no, but that's kind of like I like putting people together. Like I like hitting up. Like I don't ever mind being the first one to extend my hand or do the conversation. You know, a lot of people have egos and pride. Me.
Oh, that gets in the way.
100%.
That's what gets in the way. Yeah.
Every time.
People from working with each other because they're waiting for the next person to, hey, it's like a bragging right. Oh, he reached out to me. Oh, I don't mind taking that little L. If you want to take that, cool. But I'm reaching out because I genuinely see the potential. I genuinely work. So I don't ever mind being the first in the front line to say something. But I genuinely do like to give everybody their you know, like they say, give them their flowers when they deserve them. Not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really do. And that's kind of how we do it right now. We just try to. It gets real busy, so it's hard to work with everyone. But every single name I named and plus the ones that I forgot, you know,
everybody works together. Danny, then.
Well, that's good because you continuously making songs, so you have a lot of material.
We was talking shit with my boys. I have a little studio room where I cut hair. He's like a little personal studio, and we were talking shit. And I was all like, one day we were just like looking back because I have like 160 songs in my folder right now. They're just all unreleased music. You know? And I'm looking at, I got a song with him. We got a song with him, and bro did a song with him. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, if DJ Khaled and Drake had a baby, and he was Mexican, they fucking made me. Cause that's like, I'm such a fan of DJ Khaled because I love putting people together. Like I could hear this guy rap and this guy sing.
DJ Khaled.
They would go hard on the song together. You know what I mean? Like, or this guy and this guy would sound hard. Like, I don't have to be on every song. Like, I just enjoy just the process of people making good music, whether I'm on the record or not. You know? And
yeah, you got the ear for it.
DJ Khaled is ridiculous. You know, someone asked him, why don't you lose weight? He's like, I don't ever lose. All I could do is win.
I feel him. I feel him.
Another sandwich.
Well, then, besides DJ Khaled and besides Lil Wayne, what musical influences did you have besides Mexican music? What rappers came into and you're like, oh, I like that flow. I like that tone.
Like actual artists, like famous artists?
Any artist
that was like,
maybe even as a kid, you were like, oh, that's the guy.
Mike, it was Biggie. For me, it was Nas.
It was Big Punisher, actually.
Oh, Big Pun. Because he sounds like Big Pun when he raps.
I used to like a lot. Me growing up, I used to listen to like Gucci Man, Young Jeezy. Like that's kind of I grew up with the whole trap. Like growing up for me, like
Georgia,
trap, you know, the TIs and like, you know, I'm a big Atlanta. Like even people that know me back in the day, I used to have nothing but Atlanta. Like to this day, I'm Atlanta everything. I don't care what team, man. I don't care how sucky we may be in football. I'm Falcons all day. Like I'm big on that.
Well, hopefully we have a better season this year.
But it's funny because I was just trying to say this, but my boy Eric said it for me. Lucci at one point was a big influence for me. There used to be some songs that he had. It was I Wonder Why was one of the records that I would play. And it's funny because I would play this music and sometimes I would vent to my boy Gusto and he'd be like, "Man, Danny, they're not ready for you, Danny." Cause he called me Danny. You know, people who know they call me Danny. Like, "Hey, Danny, bro, they not ready for you, bro." Because I would sit there and I would be so mad because it's like I would believe in so much people and I would see the potential of so much people and it would just suck watching them not be their full potential. And I would be so mad. And then I would listen to these songs and put the I Wonder Whys and the Patience and from Lucci, which I can listen to him if y'all haven't. And yeah, I would be like, he'd be like, "Bro, they're not ready for you, bro. They're not ready for you." And like that's part of the stuff, like I said, that fuel me, that just the support system around me, the love, the genuine love I get from everyone around me, it does a lot for me, and they don't even know. I don't say this enough, but it does a lot for me.
Do you think right now, I mean, is one of the best times to be able to have your own independent label and everything because of technology? I mean, how much has technology helped you up until this point? I feel like so much.
I'll be honest with you. I would say damn near everything that we've been able to build and accomplish to date is because of how technology is. You know, I can only imagine how hard it was when people really had to go out there and sell mixtapes and stand out and make
Seriously.
I grew up making CDs. I used to be in school, in middle school, selling CDs for $5-10 to all my classmates.
I did that
I have a
too.
computer from LimeWire. I'm downloading the music.
Hey.
They give me 10 songs they wanted. I'm giving it out to them. My brother Philo, he's doing it with me. We're literally trapping out these CDs, trapping out this music, and like I can only imagine having to go in the mall and really be on hands-on. And now you got the internet with a click. You be everywhere if you want to, you know. So I think it has a lot to do with. I think plays a big part in nowadays because it's so easy, which is why sometimes I get mad when like some people complain about stuff. Be like, bro, we have it so easy. You can't complain. At this point, I feel like anyone who's not in a position they want to, anyone who's not financially in the position they want to, and you're young, you're healthy, man, at the end of the day,
you
man,
have no excuse.
You got to stand
on
your own.
No excuse.
You got no excuse because we got it too easy. There's too many ways to get some money. Too many ways to get some money. Like,
but you got to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people, I feel like we've worked with some younger kids, and they would just, I mean, they would come into the studio, and they would, like you said, have this ego of not listening at all. If we're telling you, hey, your volume is too loud here, or you need to fix your tone here, that's technical stuff, you know, and we just want you to be better and everything. But they're like, nah, it's supposed to be like that. I'm like,
that's how I like it. When my ad libs
turn up the bass.
You never know, because something you might have thought was ugly, it might just be the next thing. So I've learned, like, when it comes to music, there's no right way or wrong way to do it. For myself, like I said, I can only speak for myself. But at the end of the day, I just genuinely believe that as long as you're doing it because you want to, if that's what you like, man, fuck it, let's try to make it work. You know, maybe when I mix it down, I'll lower you, and you won't even notice it. You know.
Do you guys think you need to maybe
that's what we all do.
You know how you know how like the South came out with trap music?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we could put claim on that. And then Pitbull came out with that Cuban rap, you know, vibe and everything like that, even though that's not how he started.
You
know? Do you feel like maybe you guys need to find your own sound in that aspect of something new? Because everybody's always looking for something new.
I genuinely believe, like, this is why I put so much pride and so much emphasis on where I'm from. I can only represent where I'm from, and that's the north side. That I feel like everyone do have their own sound. Like, I don't feel like no one bites off each other. I just feel like it just needs to be a lot more working together. A lot of people just need to just cut that pride bullshit out the way, man. Like, just understand that, look, we don't got to hate on each other. We don't got to be on no bullshit. I don't got to wish no one no harm. Like, if we all can just really understand that there's so much money out here for everyone, like, and we can all do this. We can all link up. We could all promote each other, share each other, and build with together, and we can all make it. It takes one person. It don't gotta be me, but I definitely want to make my chances high, you know. So if it is me, I know for sure what I'm doing when I'm up. Like, I know what I'm bringing, and anyone in my community by default is gonna be blessed, whether you like me or not growing up, or you like me or not right now. Like, that's not stopping nothing. But you just automatically gonna be blessed because I plan to bring the bag back to the community. So that's how I look at it. So I stick to that. I stick to myself, and that's just one thing that I do. Like I said, just looking at the last year, I've noticed that a lot of people around me, because I get to have sometimes conversations one-on-one with these individuals, and they can, you know, I like to learn off of anyone. Like, you don't got to be a certain age to learn off somebody, you know. But just having a simple conversation go a long way, and a lot of people don't understand that because, like I said, the egos and the pride get in the way. But that's something that's natural. But definitely in the north side, I feel like they're doing a great job. That's why I know we're gonna go somewhere. And even like you mentioned the south side, like right now, I mess with a lot of people on the south side. Shout out to them. They've done some unbelievable stuff for me, put me in positions, and just showed so much genuine love. Which my boy Grimmon that I mentioned earlier, my boy Water by G, man, I got so much love for him. Like, he just done fucked with me, been the same person since I met him years ago, and just has just shown me so much, and just conversations that I have with him that only him and myself know that we've had. It just is, you know, I like to learn from people, and like they say surround yourself around people who you would like to be with, or just surround yourself around people who just have that grind, you know. That's what I try to do. I try to surround myself around individuals who, even if they're not where they're at least they know where they want to go, and they're on that mission. You know, I don't ever look at how much money you got or who's doing what you wearing, what shoes. I don't care what you got. I don't look at people by finances. You know, I look at you by how bad do you want it. Like, what are you going to do for it? You know what I mean?
By the hustle. I am so inspired right now. I'm going to run 10 miles after this show. No stretch.
Like I said,
just run 10 miles.
I need to run. I'm
going to go see you at your house, Danny.
And that's where I'm slacking, because I got a treadmill, and I need to use it.
No, you're good. You're so busy. Well, see, then that's the other
Just
thing.
Oh,
bad
hey, my boy
energy,
Richie,
you know?
I didn't even know he's there. My boy Richie Wayne, he's dope artist too, man. I just,
Yeah.
Who's
like, I need to
making
go
your
through his life because I
beats?
know I'm forgetting people. Man. There's
Who's
so
making
many
your
people.
beats?
Mike had a
And
question
there's
for
just so
you.
many people around me. I'm just like I said, I count my blessings, man. I really do count my blessings. 'Cause just so
They
many people
all make
around me.
beats? Dang.
They all make music. Everyone I mentioned right now is doing music. There's so many
Right.
there's so many people doing their own businesses around me. My boys starting their construction businesses. My wife, can't leave her out. She has the most amazing voice. Amazing voice.
Nice.
I put on the mic before, and she has a beautiful. I got a song with her. I'm gonna send it to you guys. You guys can
Is
listen.
it out?
Maybe you could do Tajín with the Lemon to this song.
Ah!
And it's a really dope record. It's called Me
So it's
Encanta.
one of them songs.
It's
a
one of
dope
them
record.
songs.
I'll throw the
That's
sub
how the
on.
kids were made.
Yeah, exactly. That's how my little boy was made.
Well, do you...
And she goes crazy. And then one thing with her is like I've always wanted her to be so independent, like just to show her like if she's with me, it's because she wants to be, not because she needs me financially, not because I'm paying the bills. Like I just want her to fuck with me because she fucks with me as a person. You know what I mean? And that's being
Team unit. Team.
You hear that, Angela?
She knows that, and she has her own business now. She does nails called Jen Nails, and she does her own business. And watching her grow from a little small desk in the basement of my parents' house to now 3 years later, I bought a house for us, and we own our own home. She has her
What's
own
the
studio.
handle? At what? What's her nail handle? She has Instagram, right?
It's Jen Nails.
How do you spell it?
Nails.
JENNAILS.
One N.
Oh,
JENAILS. Like Jen Nails. Yeah.
Janelle.
Nails. I'm gonna check her out.
Yeah, she's fucking hard. She's crazy. Like, I come from an artistic background, so drawing and music and just all this cool stuff, and then just to see that I was able to be with a person who's just as creativity, just as artistic, and watching her do some crazy stuff on these girls' nails, like. I haven't seen her do some crazy shit. I'm like, yo, how did you do that? Like, that's crazy. And that's what I like seeing. Like, I just like seeing everyone around me find their niche and just go hard with it. Like I said, you don't gotta do music, Just whatever you do, capitalize in it, capitalize in it and just go crazy, just do it. And I like I said, I like to see people win, and that's my thing. Like I like
the hustle in it.
Yeah, and I told my wife, I'm like, man, I would give her so much tough love. She'd be like, oh, we don't do this. Why don't you do that? And I was like, man, look, like. I know she's a whole woman by herself. Like I said,
she's like, Danny, shut the fuck up. I'm doing it. I'm taking care of it. You worry about you, damn it.
She wouldn't say it like that.
She's still with me to this day. So, hey man, maybe it's the hat.
You guys are fantastic. Self-employed. Is that your new line?
No, that's my boy Vontae. His name is on Instagram. He's still Vontae Self-Employed Apparel. And yeah, man, he's blessed with so much clothes. And yeah, this is his brand.
That's dope.
That's why
cool.
I haven't really had the conversation with him, but like I always show love. I always get anything drops. I like try to get it, but I like the brand not just because he's my boy and I love to show love to him, but I generally fuck with the brand.
Right, it's good
speaks
quality.
To me because I've been self-employed for 10 years. Like can't remember the last time I was on a W-2. Like everything's always been I've been self-employed. Like and so I attach myself to the brand, so I like to wear it a lot.
Danny, do you think that while you are developing all these businesses and you do, like I said before, have this entrepreneurial spirit, I could tell, do you think you'll still be developing that artist in you for years to come? You're just going to still always be an artist and always be making music?
Oh, for sure. That's the one thing I love. Like, I was just in the studio last night was it last night? Last night, 2 nights ago? Was it last night, Carlo, I made that song with Alonzo? Yeah. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? I think 2 nights ago. And yeah, that's my happy place. Like I feel like I told you earlier, like that's just where sometimes I'm just going through certain shit and I could just like I'll show you right now. This is literally my setup. I'm in my
show us, yes.
I'm in my living room, literally. Living my room.
Fantastic.
It's because right now I'm working on the studio room at my house. So this isn't the permanent, but it's just like this is where I'm at home and I just love music. Like that's my main thing. But like I said, at the end of the day, bills got to get paid, so I got to figure out how we can make this shit work for everybody. I can't just rap complete now. So we got to figure out the business side of it too. But in general, the music side that's my happy place. That's my place. At one point, going through certain situations, a couple of my good friends of mine, they actually went to therapists. I'm not gonna put no one on blast, but people would go to therapy and they would tell me, "Hey, bro, like." You should go see a therapist. You should just vent to someone. I'm like,
There's nothing wrong with therapy.
There is for sure.
Have more people in the immigrant community. That's including Koreans.
Yeah.
Like encourage therapy, but because just like you go for checkups for your body physically, people need checkups for their brain,
100%.
for their actual psyche. And
Mental.
I hate the stigma around, oh, you went to therapy, what's wrong with you? It's not about that. There's something wrong with everybody. We all
No one's
need to
perfect.
better ourselves.
No one's
Yeah.
perfect, but I know that as long as you can acknowledge your flaws and you can acknowledge what you don't like, or if you can sit here and be like, man, I'm not happy because of this, because of that, you already know why you're not happy.
Right.
So that's all your step. So you got to know the solution. You know, if you don't like that you don't have a car that you want, and you don't have the living space you want because of your job, you already said the problem is your job. So figure something out. Like, fix it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no excuses.
Right.
There's no excuses. So
people were telling you to go to therapy?
They were saying that it was like a thing, just because when I lost both my boy Gusto and my boy Jay, they were just people that were very close to me. They were they played a big part in just a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now, the companies and brands that I have now. And you know, I guess I had people to vent to, and now it got to the point where I just, you know, I don't have my boy Gusto. I used to talk to my boy Gusto about everything. I used to tell him about, like, I don't ever talk with nobody about my relationship. So I would just be able to just tell him like, damn, bro, man, I'm going through this shit, and smoke a blunt and just telling me, bro, you're gonna be straight. Just those simple words went a long way for me. And then kind of getting that shit taken from me, it took a big toll on me. You know, it took a very big toll on me to a point where I watched thousands of dollars that I had saved up go to the drain because I was so depressed. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to get no money. My little brother, his name's Kevin, they call him Sweet Cheeks. He would come to me like, hey, damn, bro, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, man, fuck all this shit. And he'd be like, bro, if Gusto looking down at you right now, and he gonna be like, what, Danny sleeping on some money? Boy, you tripping. And like hearing that from my younger brother, was like, damn, bro, I just might be fucking tripping. So like, having all this stuff, just, I guess I just boiled a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff in me. Like, I don't really like, and it's not that I don't have no one to talk to, because I got a lot of great individuals around me that I know they're a call away, you know, but I don't like to bring my problems on people. I don't like to be a negative person. I like to just eat my shit up and just deal with it, you know. Like, if I don't like people going through problems, why would I bring my problems on them? You know what I mean? So they were telling me, you should see a therapist. And then that same time they told me to see a therapist, I was like, let me see. I came home that night and I forgot what song I made, but it was like, I made a song called The Truth. It's a very dope record. And I just felt like relieved. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Maybe some people could use therapy. I'm not against it. If you definitely want someone to talk to and you're afraid of, you know, being judged, fuck it, go see a therapist, you know. But for me, just being on the mic and just being able to just speak what I want and talk about my situations, that's all my music
is a therapy.
It's
a
technically
form of
therapy.
That's my speaking. You know what I mean?
And you can kind of, you know, push it out.
And I take it into that every song I have, it's genuine. Like, I play a song and I'll play it for my friends and for my boys, and I'm like, hey man, look, listen to this. And if you hear some bullshit from me, man, call it out. And now it's like everything I speak, I want to speak my truth. Like, I don't want to bite off that. So earlier when you said, you know, do you think we need to find our own sound? I genuinely feel like everybody has their own sound because everyone's telling their own story. Everyone's telling their own story in their own ways. You know what I mean? So that's why I see the potential on the no side, and hopefully, you know, especially, well, not hopefully, very soon you're gonna see it happen. You're gonna remember this podcast. You're gonna remember this interview.
It's gonna be saved.
And I'm like, I'm gonna call you. And I'm like, hey man, remember what I told you about this motherfucker? Look at him. That's one of the ones I met.
We can't wait to see.
We gotta do it again next time. You
all in person. When we get out.
And I was bummed out. Remember when I told you, Michael? So where we going?
Yeah.
Oh, because of COVID, we're not doing it right now. And I man, fuck it, man. I got my house. I'll clear out a room for y'all. Y'all come to my house.
No. We're gonna do it in person for sure.
We are for sure.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know, to be honest. I just called Mike out. I didn't know.
Now I told you. I told you.
But it was like last minute. I was like,
yesterday I was like, well, he said.
But then he ended up having a deal he had to go run to anyway. So it wouldn't have even.
It worked out perfect then.
I had to close the deal real quick. You know what I mean?
Danny, where can everybody find you besides Instagram?
Instagram, my main stuff right now. We do have
I'm gonna put it right here.
Yeah, Danni Banco. You know, and we have a website. It's called DaBank Records, and you can type it both ways, proper or spell it with a DA with a Z. But yeah, we got a website that we're building.
DaBankRecords.com. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there.
Yeah, and we have that in Instagram, really, where you can see me on YouTube, DaBank Records.
Yeah,
DaBank Records on YouTube, and we got some stuff there, and we got a lot of stuff coming. Like right now, you know, this interview came at a perfect time because there's a lot of music that we've been working on some stuff. And it's funny to say because that's one of the reasons why I haven't dropped no music, no video, because I'm like, man, I'm too fat to be on camera, man. I gotta slim down because I'm not used to being big, so I'm like, No, I don't want to
Camera
look back
right
and be like,
now.
damn, bro, like why y'all let me look like that? What the fuck?
See, the thing is, like the COVID-20, I gained it before COVID happened. So for me,
But you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Did I? Yeah,
got the
that's what it
COVID
was. Now I have
40.
an excuse. COVID.
No, I got the
40.
COVID 35.
Yeah, no, because that's one of the questions I
Oh,
get asked from a
man.
lot of everyone around me. Like, hey, bro, when's the next song? Because like I'll be at the shop or I'll be wherever I'm at, and I'll play some songs randomly. They're like, bro, when's that one coming out? And I'm like, man, wait, because I'm trying to drop these videos, and goddamn, I don't look where I'm not trying. You know, I don't look my best. You know.
You're good. What's the
You know?
skin regimen? Because I've seen some stuff and I'm like, dang, he has some good skin. That's the
Nah,
one thing I
it's the
noticed.
angles, it's the angles, it's the cameras.
It's the
not
love
that.
of a good woman.
That's
Shout
what it
out
is.
to the wife.
She
Yeah,
keeps me well fed. That's what it is.
that's it.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
That
much for
helps a
being
lot.
on this show, and we can't wait to see more. You're doing so great. Your attitude and your hustle, oh my god, you can't beat it.
And I appreciate you guys, like I said, for the opportunity. And anytime that I get a chance to just have a real genuine conversation. Remember what you asked me, and I'll tell her, Mike. She called me. She's like, "Hey, Danny, you know, we want to go over some things. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to ask?" I'm like, "Hey, ask me whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want. I don't to make it raw as possible. You know, if anything, why did you want to have me on? Why did y'all want to interview me? Like, what made y'all want to deal with me? So I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that you guys gave me the opportunity to just come on here.
Right, for sure.
I'm super.
Thank you.
I'm bummed. I'm sorry I didn't read none of these comments, and I'm just now like going through and these motherfuckers saying some funny ass shit.
No, I was reading them, and they
Nah,
were
shout out to-
a lot of
they were
love.
good.
Yeah,
It was
shout out to
all
everyone here,
love.
man. Hey, like I said, at the end of the day, we're doing this for everyone here, and hopefully, you know, like I said, a lot of good things are coming, a lot of new music coming, just a lot of stuff is just coming in. Everyone here is building with us. So, and shout out to other businesses. Like I got construction workers here, I got people who do it on this business, and they know that I got real love for them, and blessings to everyone. You know, let's all keep growing.
Fantastic.
Hell
Thank you
yeah,
so
for
much for
sure.
being on the show. Next time we got to do it in person.
I'm with it. I like your setup. Let's do it. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Do it in person,
Let me know.
and maybe like right before you drop something.
Yeah, and then we'll
Debut
be
that bitch.
reposting. We
I'm
support
bring,
you.
I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of hoodlums with me.
Hell
What?
yeah.
Hold on a second.
I feel safe now. Well,
Make sure you have food.
now, your boy in the background sounded like security. He was like, it was last week.
No, my boy Carlo, he know his position. He know what we got going on. If Carlo,
He had that security tone.
he look like Carlo. Come here. I'm gonna let you see him right now. He look like.
I'm gonna be like,
Look at
I'm just here to interview Danny.
boy Carlo.
Please.
Oh
Dang,
yeah, yeah.
big
You
boy.
feel safe with him.
Big boy.
Hell yeah.
My brother always gonna
This
make
guy's
it right.
security.
Yeah,
That's what's
with
up.
him, I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Bingo.
Ah, fantastic.
You gotta have a couple of those.
And then later on, when you have some artists that you want us to highlight and stuff, I mean, we're booked out like a month or 2 months in advance. But whoever you want us to highlight and do content with, just let us know. We're there for you. We support you, Danny.
No,
For
hey,
sure.
like I said, I appreciate y'all, and this is like just the first of many, man. We're building together, and hopefully this, you know, we keep working, definitely.
Fantastic.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Everybody, Danni Banco, go find him. All his information's right here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, sir.
I love kimchi. I love
I should have had one of
kimchi.
his songs.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
Come on.
I love
Wow. Very.
What are we doing with our
We're
life?
not doing enough.
Get your shit together, Mike. Get
No,
your
we're
shit
not doing
together.
enough.
I need to
gotta,
get my shit together.
Gotta do more. Dope interview. Love the energy.
Here's the thing.
I need to do more.
Here's the thing. Everybody sees Danny's stories. And
Yeah.
they do see that he does know how to have a good time.
Yes, and I told him I need to pull.
You need
through.
to what?
I need to pull up one day.
For what?
He had a nice little
What do you?
bottle.
I see those stories too.
He had a nice
What do you-
little bottle, and you know,
Bring
I can
the
bring
time.
one. I can bring one with
He-
a little lime.
Does know how to have a good time, right?
Hell yeah.
But his hustle is there. His vision is there. The attitude is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Dope.
Good
Dope,
stuff.
dude. I didn't even...
I need to get that hat.
Self-employed hat?
Yeah, I'm quitting tomorrow, and I'm buying that fucking hat. Bam. That's it. That's my day
Fantastic.
tomorrow is planned.
That was a great interview. Thank you, everyone. We're going to save this in IGTV if you want to share it with your friends. And thank you so much to our special guest, Danni Banco. You can find him in all the information right here that I'm about to put. This has been Angela the Comic Live with your host, Angela the Comic. And
Mike Lowe of Mike Lowe Productions.
Bye. Have a great night.
All right. Peace.
I love kimchi. I love